Hi everyone, it's Katie Myers, CEO of CR Conversations, and today is Tuesday. That's right, it's Talk It Out Tuesday. So today's topic is probably very pressing for many of you that are going to watch this either now or later this week, whatever. Because I know that many of you are off to conferences and big events and are, of course, continuing your hustle, networking and finding new connections and building those relationships. So here is what I want to talk to you about today. When you should hustle and when you should stop so you can actually do the work. So let's say that you just got back from a conference. Well, you probably made some really great connections while you were out there. And now you're kind of back in your normal routine. So that might be more networking events, more connections, more networking events, more connections, more conferences, more engagements, maybe more speaking engagements. But here's the deal. If you don't take the time, carve out the time, block off the time to do the work for the follow-up from those connections that you've been making, then you are just going to be in this relentless spiral of constantly hustling, but not being able to reap any of the rewards and truly move those relationships forward. So I am urging you, if you haven't yet, maybe you have an upcoming conference or an upcoming, say, speaking engagement or networking event, make sure that you block off time after that event, whether it's a few hours or half the day, whatever is going to work right for you, but make sure that you block off the time to do the work, do the follow-up, do the connecting that needs to happen to make those relationships come to fruition. So it isn't always about being in constant hustle mode. You have to stop, do the work, really nourish those relationships and not just be constantly prospecting, constantly connecting. So make sure that you're taking time to do that. Now, some of the things that you're going to need to do are really like putting them into your CRM. If you don't have a CRM or don't know what that means, it's a customer relationship manager. This is your external brain. This is somewhere where it can keep your contacts for you so you don't have to try to remember them off the top of your head. And know that shoebox under your desk or the piles of business cards on your desk do not count as a CRM. That is the very first step that I would take. So anytime I come back from a big event or even, just like my regular Polka Dot Powerhouse meetings, I always set aside time the next day so that I am still fresh enough on those conversations. I remember the notes of people that I can take to, know where I'm going to build a relationship with them, what conversation needs to come next. So I'm encouraging all of you to do that too. So first step would be to make sure that they're going into your CRM so you have them organized, you know what you're supposed to do with them, you know where they're supposed to go. And then the next step of that is implementing your follow-up strategy. Don't have one? I got you. My 8-touch follow-up strategy is one that I have been teaching for years and years and years. And if you want more information about that, you could absolutely get some information by joining the Conversation Club, getting a copy of my book, Fortune is in the Failure, or you can simply subscribe to being a Convo Insider, which every single week you are going to get exclusive content, training, tips, videos, things like that from me that go in and expand upon my Talk It Out Tuesday videos. So make sure that you are putting your people into the CRM, that you are implementing a follow-up strategy, whether it's mine or your own or somebody else's, whatever. Just make sure that you implement that and that you are carving out time to continue to do those activities. So don't just stop with the connections and then go out and get more and get more and get more. You've got to spend time cultivating those relationships. So that's what I have for you today on Talk It Out Tuesday. If you have questions, comments for me, I would love to hear them. Feel free to, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment below. I would love to hear from you, and I'll post some information about becoming a Convo Insider if you want a little bit more on this topic and in the future. So that's what I've got for you today. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week on Talk It Out Tuesday. Bye.